Hello, everyone. I would like to give a broad overview of our work. Sean and I are very interested in the experience of space and how places shape our interaction and become part of our identity. Convergence is a video piece based on the question, where do you go to be with yourself, to connect to yourself? Here you see our friend Enos walking in and out of Lake Michigan. Through video compositing, the image transforms into a scene of self-encounter. We portrayed 4 different people meeting themselves in landscapes of their choice. We projected the videos onto a string wall curtain suspended in the shape of a cube. Viewers were able to move through the projection into the defined space. For us, it's important to create work that engages the senses, where you hear, see, feel, and to immerse viewers, to really create an experience. We believe art is an experience, and we really want to evoke a sensuality through what we do. The piece, When Heaven Melts, took the natural process within high elevation clouds into an artistic realm. We took ice blocks and projected images of clouds on and through the ice. We also amplified the melting water drops. Skywall is a larger version of When Heaven Melts. It's an installation using 60 blocks of ice, and they capture time-lapse images of clouds moving fastly and swiftly through the sky, and the meltwater created melodic tones. It was kind of like a composition created through the melting water drops. In 2010, we were approached by Brian Rice, who used to be the curator of the Frank Lloyd Wright Preservation Trust. He invited Luftwerk to exhibit within the Ruby House. Sean and I were very surprised about this opportunity. It totally changed our way of working and had a big impact. And now we have a really large interest in architecture. We had no knowledge of architecture. Frank Lloyd Wright was a completely new subject. I'm coming from Germany, so this was Frank Lloyd Wright. Okay, the greatest American architect. And so, researching and reading about his architectural principles totally resonated with us. We bonded with his ideas of the experience of space and how he connected architecture to nature. And the exhibit Projecting Modern was only for one night, and it was open and free to the public and created a new dialogue for people to kind of experience the private rooms of the building. We installed altogether 4 pieces and really played with his ideas of bringing the outside in. And what you see now is the cantilever of the Ruby House. For Frank Lloyd Wright, cantilevers are like tree canopies, both providing shelter. And last year, we were approached by the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy to create a video mapping project for one of the greatest buildings in this country, I would say, Falling Water. And here it is. I think it's one of the most marvelous buildings where you live with nature. And Frank Lloyd Wright had the idea of that he wanted you to be part of the waterfall, not look at it as we are used to picturesque placement, but he really wanted you to feel it. So he placed it on top of the waterfall, and we had the great challenge to illuminate the structure for its 75th birthday. And there were challenges. It's so nestled in nature and with trees close by, so we had no clear shot of the building. So we really had to integrate all of our equipment in the habitat. We mounted the projectors on trees. We had great support by the maintenance team of creating this tree hunting stands as projection mounts, and we ran all the wires through the dirt, under the ground, and connected them to our show control. Altogether, we used 8 projectors and merged them into one cohesive image. And I'm going to show you a short clip about the project. We filmed the site, the waterfall, the foliage, and merged those visuals with motion graphics. We played with the idea of magnifying that relation between man-made form and nature. Falling water is at a very dark spot. Nights are dark. So once these images hit the building, the building appeared with our visuals and disappeared when we went into darkness. We also worked with a local composer. His name is Owen Clayton Condon of Third Coast Percussion, and he created an original soundtrack for our piece. And it's been extremely exciting for us to temporarily transform such an iconic structure and to really engage with architecture through our medium. And we really feel like this kind of work can invite the public to rediscover important sites that matter to the society and who we are and how we relate to the world we live in. Earlier this year, last year in fall, we were approached by Choose Chicago to activate Millennium Park during winter. And we chose Cloudgate as a place where we would like to place a video installation at. For us, Cloudgate is the new icon of the city. It reflects the people who live here, while it reflects the city. So we're all part of Cloudgate in a way. And we thought the mirroring quality would be very interesting to reflect the visuals, so you become part of the visual, and illuminated an area next to the sculpture and underneath the sculpture. Our inspiration came from floor mosaics and the urban grid. And the idea was to create an urban digital playground for people of all ages. And it has been overwhelmingly attended. It was a big proof that art brings people together, it connects people. We had over 65,000 people come out in just 10 nights. At one point, Luminous Field was covered with people. People were the projection surface, no longer the floor. Currently, we are working on new projects and exhibits, and what you're looking at right now is the window of the Farnsworth House in Plano, Illinois. And what you're seeing there is the black sugar maple tree, holded by a string of wire. So for us, working with the Farnsworth House is a continuation of Falling Water and illuminating another structure that harmoniously lives with nature. This tree is very important to the Farnsworth House. When Mies van der Rohe drafted the blueprint, he situated the building next to this organic anchor to kind of balance his levitating structure. The tree has been decaying for years now. It's been struck by lightning this summer, and it kind of screams, "Take me down." So it is going to be removed this November. And I believe it will impact the experience of the site. The building will be bare. It has been known in all these photographs now since its beginning, with that tree as one of the partners in making this building what it is, an experience and kind of like a magnifying glass to nature. And we've been working closely with Whitney French over the last few weeks and also almost months now, and how we can create a meaningful moment that is partially a homage to one of the great trees in architecture, and also celebrates the relevance of this site. And we're very excited. Hopefully everything works out and we can invite the public to come out next May. Thank you so much.